Welcome to the last video of 2025. This was the year where we discovered that the Canary Islands have a lot more to offer than what people would think.
I can't say anything. I'm out of superlatives.
Yeah.
But also that not everybody likes the famous Maspalomas beach.
No, that's true.
Dude hole. Not my favorite place.
And also, we learned that a lot of beaches are way more popular than we would want them to be.
Holy shit.
And especially that there are still a lot of nude beaches in Europe. To give you an idea of what our 2025 looked like, we celebrated last year's New Year's Eve in Costa Natura in the south of Spain. Then we moved on to the Canary Islands where we spent months discovering all the islands. We came back to Spain, traveled all the way along the south coast towards the south of France where we discovered some naturist resorts and some nude beaches. Then we traveled up to the Netherlands. From the Netherlands we traveled south again towards Italy and then into Croatia where we followed all of the Croatian coast to the very south. Then we took a ferry to Corsica to finally end up in Sardinia.
In this video, we're gonna talk about the places that amazed us, the places that we found a little bit overrated, the times where it went completely wrong. But let's start with the places that were better than expected.
By the way, while you are watching this, feel free to let us know in the comments whether you agree or disagree with us. So places that were better than expected. One thing that immediately comes to mind is the Makarska region in Croatia.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. The water is just lovely, perfect.
We never heard about this region until a month or so before we arrived there. And after traveling all of the Croatian coast, which was nice, but like the nude beaches are not that spectacular, we suddenly found this area where there are more nude beaches than we expected, and that were much more beautiful nude beaches than we expected or than we had ever seen in Croatia.
I'm really, really happy. Really happy. I think even Nick is happy.
Also in Croatia, honestly, what was better than expected was Koversada, the new Koversada.
Koversada uncovered.
So Koversada uncovered, exactly. So just to give you a little bit of background, Koversada was one of the first naturist resorts back in the 60s in Croatia. It's an icon that a lot of people have traveled to from all over the world. But last year they decided to split the campsite into a textile, the covered side, and a naturist side, the uncovered side. And I mean, the internet exploded. The online naturist community was angry and everything. It was like World War III was there in front of our door. I don't know. So for us, it made us curious. We were like, ooh, we want to see if it's really that bad. And I have to say, it was so much better than expected. I mean, you just need to imagine yourself that you are arriving in a naturist resort with all new amenities. So the sanitary blocks are new, they have new pitches, they have new rentals, new restaurants, and it's just, honestly, it feels better than it was because it is all so brand new. I loved it. It was definitely better than expected.
Knowing what we know now, we would have made a video about it on this channel, but we were not sure what to expect. So eventually we decided to just go have a look and maybe shoot some B-roll, but not record a whole video about Koversada Uncovered. And we did make eventually a video on our other channel on Destination Clothes Free, and that video should be out like since a couple of days or so. So make sure to check it out. It's well worth visiting Koversada Uncovered.
Yeah, just go, trust us, follow our footsteps, and just thank us later. Also on Croatia, Pag Island. Haven't heard of it before? That's normal. It's super not popular, but it's amazing. The beaches that we found were beautiful.
This is one very, very nice beach. You get the view, the sea is flat as a mirror. It's sandy, sandy with rocks, but this is as sandy as beaches in Croatia get. This is really nice. I think the nude section here is about less than 100 meters long and probably 3 meters wide, but it's enough. This is a nice beach.
There's a side on Pag where the beaches are pebbly and there are quite some nude beaches there. And the landscape is just, it's magnificent. They call it the moon landscape because there are no trees or anything, but It's really, really beautiful.
Don't forget, we are hiking on the moon. Escape-ish thing. Now it's getting interesting. I hope you see it. And it's quite a big stretch of beach.
And then, of course, there was the Canary Islands. We have been there before. We've been to Lanzarote and to Fuerteventura. But this time we went to, I think, almost every island, except for El Hierro. And what surprised us the most was that the islands are so different. And the beaches as well. Like some beaches are sandy, there are rocky beaches, black sand beaches, white sand beaches, yellow sand beaches. There's such a variety in such a small group of islands. That's really amazing. And another thing we like a lot about the Canary Islands is that every island also have lots of place with nature where you can just be pretty much on your own.
For me, this is just the best. You walk along the beach for kilometers. I love it.
And not just alone, but you can also be naked. And another place that was better than expected is the Netherlands. I mean, it's so close to our home. We are from Belgium, by the way, if you don't know that. So it was just the wideness of the beaches, not the white, but the wideness of the beaches is just, it's crazy. I don't even have words for it. They just keep going for kilometers. And then it's really funny. So you have the nude beach, kilometers, then a little part that is clothed, and then another piece of huge, long nude beach. I loved it.
Yeah, the Netherlands was really cool. And it wasn't just places that were better than expected, also experiences. Like we tried Camp Space for the first time this year. And if you don't know what Camp Space is, it's like Airbnb, but instead of renting out a room or a home, you rent out a piece of land where people can camp. But what makes Camp Space different from other similar websites is that they have a check naturism allowed. And we tried it out.
I have a friend here. It's kind of like it's not a farm. It's like a farmhouse in the middle of absolute nowhere.
I love it. I absolutely, totally am in love with the place.
Once again, we ended up at a place where we would probably never get if we didn't have Camp Space.
It's really difficult to explain the beauty of it. But maybe that's the beauty of it.
That was so much fun. It brought us on really cool places. We stayed in wineries, quite a lot of vineyards,
Yep.
actually.
Don't know why.
In the south of Spain. This was really a really cool experience. We definitely hope to do that again in the near future.
And then let's talk about Italy. Honestly, it was so much better than expected. And Italy is an underrated naturist destination.
This is completely different than we expected, or even than we had hoped for. There are at least hundreds of naked people on this beach. It's ridiculous. We tried to find a spot at the very end so we could film easier, but there is no end. It just keeps going and going.
It's amazing. And the view is just spectacular. The water is clear blue, the sand is nice, there is some driftwood coming from the sea. It's magnificent. I really, really like it.
Just the fact that we found so many nude beaches in Italy, it blew my mind. Okay, it was better than expected.
It's also because the information is not really there or not really in one place.
Yeah.
If you look at the directories, like there are quite a lot, they will tell you that Italy has 10 nude beaches, 15 nude beaches, maybe 20. But those are the official nude beaches.
Yeah.
And even then there are more official ones than 20, I think. But there are so many unofficial ones. And you have to really dig deep into the forums and Facebook groups and I don't know what. We spend a lot of time researching, but we found so many beaches in the north of Italy, in Tuscany. There were a lot.
You don't need to do the deep research. We did that for you and you can just see it on our YouTube channel.
So those were the places that were better than we expected. But of course, there were also some places that at least we found overrated.
I didn't like Maspalomas.
Oh.
And I don't know how to explain it. It is way more a feeling than something happened or that I can pin it on a map or pin it like this is the reason why I don't like it. I just don't like it. For me, it was really, really, really overrated. Okay, you have the dunes, it's beautiful, and there's a lot of people. Maybe that's the thing, there are a lot of people.
Yesterday I thought at Maspalomas Beach that maybe it was because it's a Sunday that was so busy, but today is a Monday and it looks even busier.
I didn't like it. It didn't blow my mind.
I don't understand it.
I know.
I love Maspalomas.
I know.
The landscape, it's out of this world. It's like the Sahara Desert on a Spanish island. Of course, there's a lot of stuff happening in the dunes that everybody who goes to Maspalomas knows about. But at least they keep it in the dunes. We've seen worse on our trips, and we will mention this later in this video. But the dunes, like, we've never seen any action in the dunes, just because we didn't go there.
No, we didn't. We were not looking for it. That's why we didn't saw it.
But I like the scenery. I like the crowds. There's just so many naked people. There are beach bars where you don't have to dress up. You can just walk to the bar, get a beer. Yeah, I don't think Maspalomas is overrated.
Yeah, it's me. It's me, I know. And I'm not gonna say sorry.
First impression?
Dude hole. Not my favorite place.
Sorry.
What I found overrated are the nude beaches of Istria. Most people just know them because the really good nude beaches are inside of a naturist resort. But we tried to find the beaches outside of a naturist resort and they were like, yeah, meh.
I don't think we have a winner.
It's not the most idyllic place. If somebody from Croatian authorities is watching this, if you call your beach Polynesia, at least make it look a little bit Polynesian.
It's rocky coasts, sharp, you need water shoes everywhere.
Not comfortable.
Not comfortable, not really lots of shade.
No. So, but I think maybe because the people just really go there and they go on holiday and so they bring all their stuff with them.
Yeah.
And then I can imagine if you bring a chair, if you bring your own shade, if you bring water shoes, then it's definitely a paradise. But for us, just as regular passing through travelers, it was not the best.
And then also the nude beaches of Tuscany, some were really great, but that was really a hit or miss.
Yeah.
We found 2 or 3 really nice nude beaches that are very, very popular.
This beach is absolutely beautiful, and in a way I'm happy that I don't remember this, because now I still have that wow factor. I can't wait for the sun to come out.
This is a really beautiful beach. This is not the Tuscany that you think of when you think of Tuscany. You think of the rolling hills with all the fields and the different colors. This is a whole different kind of Tuscany, but I like it. This is wild.
Then we found the less nice nude beaches, which were kind of popular, but very, very male dominant.
We passed by 2 couples and maybe 20, 30 single guys.
We'll also talk about this further in this video. And then there were just the unknown nude beaches that appeared somewhere on our radar, but they are just very long stretches of empty beach. And it's really difficult to say, like, is this a nude beach or is it just a beach where nobody comes so you can get naked? It's a hit or miss. For us, they were nude beaches and we definitely treated them as nude beaches. But it's, yeah, Tuscany has some work, in our opinion, organizing the nude beach experience of their guests, so to say.
Well said. And I was just thinking, it's now the time to do 6-7, which is very popular these days.
This could be completely unrelated. So yeah, those were the places we found overrated in one way or another. But then there were places that really, truly amazed us.
The southwest of Corsica. Corsica, little island in France. It's insane.
The water is flat, it's crystal clear. You have different colors of blue. The mountains in the backdrop, the sand is just absolutely amazing. This was something that I did not expect.
It's unbelievable. We've been to Corsica before, but never to the southwest, and it's spectacular. It really, really, really is. Trust us.
I think part of the reason why this amazes so much is because we didn't expect it.
Yeah.
We came with no expectations. This was the third or the fourth time we went to Corsica, but we always went to the east coast where the big resorts are, with Begheras, Rivabella, La Chiappa. So we never went past the southern tip, and we just always figured that we had seen it all. But the west coast was really mind-blowing.
Yes, yeah.
Nice. Look at it. This place is beautiful.
And then the southwest of Sardinia, absolutely beautiful.
It just keeps getting better and better. Look at the size of this beach. It's almost like we're back in the Canary Islands.
There's a trend here. If you go to one of those islands, you have to go to the southwest.
Southwest is the place you
But
want to be.
in Sardinia, it's mostly because there's a beach. It's called Spiaggia Piscinas, and that's mind-blowing. Somebody told us that the dunes there are the highest in Europe. I'm not sure if it's true because it was somebody who lives there, but they are definitely, it's spectacular. It's a beautiful nude beach. It's also one of the few-ish official nude beaches in Sardinia. It was really amazing.
This is really the kind of beach where you sit down, you look around, and you think, damn, I should have brought a beer. This happened to us a million times before, but this time we came prepared. It's perfect for a nude beach day in Sardinia.
And while we are talking about spectacular nude beaches, Fuerteventura has the most of them, certainly.
I can't say I'm out of superlatives. Bam, here it is. And once again, naked people all around. Can't really show you, but everywhere in the distance there are naked people walking around.
Just goes on and on and on and on and on. Like you say, we don't have words anymore.
This was also the second time already we went to Fuerteventura, but we discovered different areas where we haven't been to before. Like El Cotillo, for example. It's all desert landscape, big empty coves, or not always empty coves, like quite a lot of people, but you can totally be naked there. It's so beautiful. Then north of El Cotillo are the white sands, and that goes all the way to Coraleco, which is a national park with white dunes. This is such a variation, because in the south then there's Costa Calma, which is the soft sea, the yellow sand, and all the different, what can I say, coves, but those are beaches. Those are very, very long beaches like Sotavento or Playa Malnombre. It's just one spectacular nude beach after the other. And they're technically not all nude beaches because there are no signs or everything, but everybody knows that's totally fine to be naked on those beaches. So that's so beautiful. And of course, our all-time favorite on Fuerteventura,
Cofete.
Cofete.
Cofete Beach. It's not only my all-time favorite on Fuerteventura, it's definitely top, I'm gonna say 3 of the most amazing beaches I've ever been on.
It's one of our favorite nude beaches in the world, but I think that part of it has to do with being able to stay here, being able to be here when all the people are gone with just 3 vans. It's so magnificent.
For me, this is just the best. You walk along the beach for kilometers. I love it.
It's just, you just need to watch the video and it will explain everything. It will explain my feeling that I have when I think about Cofete.
And just to give you an idea, most places or most things in the world can only amaze you once. Cofete just amazes us every time we go there. We can even go there twice on the same trip, and we will twice be, as soon as we cross that hill, we see that huge beach. It's breathtaking.
Wow, this place is just incredible. Look at it.
You look less impressed than last time.
It is still amazing. Oh, I can't say that. It is still amazing. I'm not joking. I'm just getting literally goosebumps just by talking about it and thinking about it. It's spectacular.
And the fact that we camped on this beach and We saw the sunset. We woke up on the beach there when there's nobody yet. It's very, very cool.
Put it on your list.
And another one that amazed us quite a lot, especially because we never thought that we would find something like that on an island like Tenerife, was Playa Diego Hernandez.
From up here, it definitely looks spectacular. That's beautiful. The sea is very, very blue.
It looks very, very, very promising.
Just need to find a way down.
Such a cool beach. And I mean, the beach itself, it's rather small, but the vibe is just incredible. So you need to walk a little bit until you reach the cliff, and then you go down via a rope. So you need to be in a little bit of a good physical condition. But then you arrive on Diego Hernandez, and there are people playing guitars, there are people selling stuff. It's just a great, I'm gonna say a little bit of a hippie vibe.
Yep.
Yeah, which we personally love and like.
It was just, it's so unexpected because it's on the same part of Tenerife where, for example, Playa Las Americas is. This is mass tourism at its best. It's big hotels with swimming pools, full beaches. And then just a little bit to the north, there's this hippie beach.
Yeah.
Where the relaxed vibe, people are selling bracelets on the beach. You can buy a beer from some dude on the beach.
There's always music. We've been a couple of times. There's always music going on. It's just, yeah, it's super chill.
There's such a huge contrast between commercial tourism, so to speak, and then the alternative tourism, which are pretty much just next to each other. And yeah, the setting is also beautiful. Diego Hernandez, it's wide bay. Getting to Diego Hernandez is like the reward you get after the adventure.
The hike down is a little bit tricky, but once you're here, it's very easy going. The vibe is super chill. It's amazing.
I'm sensing another trend here. All the places that amazed us are islands.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe we're island people.
Maybe we are.
Maybe we are.
Maybe mainland Europe, continental Europe has issues amazing us. So if you know places, like places where we can get naked and of which you're sure that they will amaze us, let us know in the comments. But of course, it was not all lollipops and rainbows. There were also moments where things went completely wrong. I think in 2025 we've been to at least 200 nude beaches. We didn't count them, but it's probably gonna be more, maybe even a lot more. So we knew that at one point or another something would go wrong. It's just what happens with nude beaches. And we saw that in Italy when I don't remember the name of the beach, it was close to Trieste.
This is something that you don't want to see on your walk towards a nude beach.
At least they're doing it safe.
Yeah.
I mean,
But yeah, that sucks out the fun of going to a nude beach.
Yeah.
And it gotten worse.
There's one couple naked on the beach, and there are 3 guys on the trail just looking at them.
In Tuscany, we went to 2 beaches, I think, where we saw people in the dunes.
This is not the kind of beach where we will be spending a lot of time. Also because in the bushes behind us there's quite some activity going on. Gives the beach a bit of a negative vibe.
there were a lot more people in the dunes than on the beach.
And you can totally sense the vibe.
Yeah.
It's lots of single men, nothing against single men, but it's always like you can feel it in the vibe.
Yeah.
Nobody's relaxing, everybody's just sitting and looking around or standing up looking or walking in and out of the dunes. And it makes us feel stressed.
Lots of the men there, they weren't chill, they were all stressed out and looking in all directions, and then that stresses me out, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to give people the impression that I'm filming something X-rated. So yeah, it is what it is. It's an okay beach, it's beautiful, but it's not worth for a plan B, I guess.
It also made me feel a little bit not only stressed, but also just wondering why. And after all these years of traveling and seeing places like this, I still haven't figured it out why people do it and why they stress out other people on the beach.
Maybe they need their designated places, and that actually happened to us as well. In Croatia, at Punta Kris, we arrived on a nude beach. It was one of those typical rocky nude beaches, not the best one. So we just sat down and filmed a little bit, but we saw in the distance that there were quite a lot of people. So we filmed first, and then at the end we just walked towards the section where all the people are.
Because we want to know, right?
Yeah, we wanted to spend some time on the beach as well. But yeah, there was a lot happening on that beach.
A lot of action on that beach.
So we went over to the busy part of the beach to get an idea of the vibe. And the vibe was, let's say that it's not the kind of beach where you want to bring your kids.
Oh, very public, right in front of a bar.
Yeah.
You could sense that everybody knew, except us, what was going on there.
So to all the people who send us a tip about this place, and next time, please, a little side note would be appreciated.
And in a way, that's fine. Like,
I agree.
Let everybody have their own spaces where they don't bother other people. The big difficulty for us was that on maps, or wherever we found the information, it just says nude beach. And for us, nude beach is by default non-sexual. So we were quite surprised when we arrived there.
The least to say.
Of course, it all starts with information. If you don't get the right information, you build expectations that will never be happening. And it was the same in Sardinia. This was the first year we ever went to Sardinia, and we read all these things about lots and lots of nude beaches. And then we arrive in the north, and it's nothing like we read.
Well, we came to a very, very, very quick conclusion because the path to the beach is private property.
We couldn't find the nude beaches, or they were very far, or also it was the end of the season, so we didn't really have reference points in the sense of other naked people.
And here's another little beach with clothes-free potential.
It's confusing. I guess that if people get naked here, it's definitely gonna be in one of these coves and not on the main beach. But then again, there's also apparently a hiking trail passing by, so I'm not sure if people actually do.
Not a sign, not a, I don't know what, nothing that indicates that this is the actual nude beach.
One time, arriving at a beach that's not a nude beach anymore, that's okay, that's fun, we've seen something, let's go somewhere else. But if it happens time after time, it gets a little bit annoying.
He got a little bit frustrated.
And it happened before this year. Like, I think the best example was Nude Beach in Croatia.
Oh yeah, such a shame.
Yes, we're here. That looks like an awesome, beautiful, very textile beach. What?
Holy shit.
This used to be a very famous nude beach.
Yeah.
Apparently, since the last couple of years, it has completely been taken over by bathing suits. But that information had not reached us. So we walked for, I think, an hour in the heat.
It was a beautiful hike though.
It was a beautiful hike, but it was hot, it was steep. And then you get there, and there used to be like this big reward of this beautiful nude beach, and it's a beautiful place.
It is.
But it's not a nude beach anymore.
Not anymore, no.
You can see the FKK graffiti. It was once.
All over.
Yeah.
That was insane. Like all the graffiti, FKK was all over the beach, except there was one huge sign saying this is not a naturist beach.
There's not even space left for us on the beach, but that's all right because I don't feel much for sitting in the sun between the bathing suits anyway. And it's annoying because right behind us it's written FKK nudist everywhere, but not a single naked person here.
It used to be a beautiful and a very famous nude beach, but now it's just a lot of people wearing bathing suits.
But we've also seen the opposite. Especially during the summer, some nude beaches were packed from sunrise until sunset. And that sounds really beautiful, and in a way it is really beautiful, except when you're a naturist content creator who wants to make videos on that beach. We had to wake up early a number of times, and that's more your problem than my problem.
That's true.
To give you some insight in our waking up process.
I think people who've been following us for a while know that.
I think my best place is my van because I have a bed and coffee there.
But we had to return several times. We had to return at Piazza di Aquila in Italy. We're here and it's busy. We will have to go for plan B and come back in the morning. This is rare. Like, this really doesn't happen a lot to us. Italy may not be the world's most famous nude beach destination, but some of its nude beaches are definitely super popular. We had to return in West Duin Park in the Netherlands just because it was so full. It's incredibly hard to film because it's super packed. I guess this is by far the most popular of the nude beaches in The Hague. So this was just impossible to film. Normally we can find ways to film in between people, but there were just too many people.
And talking about the popularity of naturist places, it's not only beaches, but also naturist resorts. We completely miscalculated our visit to Serignan Plage. We thought, the beginning of June, it's gonna be chill, but the place was full, completely fully booked. So that was a complete miscalculation on our side.
Yeah, who would have guessed? Like most nature resorts in Europe, when they get full, it's in July and August, but never in June, except for Serignan Plage. But we were lucky that we got the support from the management, so we could film. Got early access to places like the Talasso and the swimming pool, so we could film when there are no other people around. That was lucky because otherwise we would never have been able to shoot a video at Serignan. Sometimes things go wrong, and that's just part of life. And the only thing we can do is learn from it, I guess.
And enjoy the ride. No?
Definitely enjoy the ride, but you have to
learn from it.
You have to learn from it in one way or another.
So what did you learn?
One of the biggest things we learned, I think, this year is which seasons we like more than others. And we are definitely spring and autumn people.
I can only imagine during high season that there is a queue of maybe, I'm gonna say 100 kids, I don't know, all waiting to go into the slides. And then, you know, as a grown-up, it's a little bit strange to like behave like a kid among kids, and that's why I love it. I'm here all alone. I can go crazy, I can go in the slides and just be a kid.
And not just for filming, but also just on a personal level, because July and August is super busy, and it can be super hot as well. We've been to heat waves in Croatia.
If you've been following us for a while, then you know that that side is a very rare site. Nick is almost never in the water, and now he just, poof, he's in. And not just a dip, he's like literally swimming, enjoying the water. How good was that?
Refreshing. I doubt that we will be able to stay here very long. I got 2 minutes out of the water and it already feels like I'm inside of an oven.
So that was not fun on a personal way, and also on a content creation way. So we're definitely off-season people.
Another thing I think we both noticed is that sometimes you don't have to go that far to find beautiful or amazing or great things. 2025 was the first year when we haven't been outside of Europe so far. But
that's not a story.
Right, that's for next year. We haven't been outside of Europe. We've stayed in our backyard, and one of the best places we found was actually in the Netherlands, which was, I think, an hour and a half drive from where we used to live.
And that we traveled to the Netherlands with our van. That's also something that we learned, that we are true van lifers. We absolutely love it.
But the question is, for how long?
For how long?
Because our van is new, and I think the last thing we learned is that we like new things. We've been returning to places, and it's fun. Like, we like going back to places, but we love exploring new places. We found it! Yay! Our first official nude beach sign in Sardinia. And it has everything. It has the municipality, explanation, it has a QR code, it has a map which says exactly how long the nude beach is.
And also in English.
And it's not just the place, it's also the experience. It was the camp space, it's things that we can do without clothes, it's experiences overall as well.
So that leads us to the question, what is 2026 gonna look like? We are in the middle of making plans, so we can't tell you everything yet. How it looks now is that we once again are going to spend quite a lot of time in Europe with our van, because we have a van and we want to use it, and we can't really, like, we can ship it to other places in the world, but we don't really want to.
No.
So there's going to be lots of Europe. Before that, there's going to be a series of videos that is going to be completely different or largely different than what you're used to on this channel. It's a tryout, and we hope that we can get a positive response, or any response. Like, if you think they suck, you also have to let us know so we know. And even before that, we're going to Australia.
Yay!
But that is all for 2026.
Yeah.
So we wish you Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Happy New
New
Year.
Year.
And if you don't want to miss anything of our future endeavors,
Subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you had an amazing 2025, and we hope that you will have a lovely 2026 as well. Stay with us. We love you. Thanks for watching, and we see you in 2 weeks.
bye.
Bye.
That's a cool thing about... No, I forgot what I was gonna say. Or now I'm just here enjoying some sun. Oh. I think you should really get rid of the hat, the cap.
No,
Yes.
it's part of my image.
No, it's so
It's my-
much better.
It's a YouTube me.
It's so much, definitely not like this, the other way around. If I didn't know what I know, then I would think this is just a nice walk towards the beach. It's a little bit steep though, so I have to be careful where I'm walking. But I do know what I know, and that's the thing. There's this feeling inside of me. I can't explain it, but you probably know what I'm talking about. It's that feeling that something is gonna happen. You're kind of excited, but also not in a super fun, excited way, but more in a, ooh, I don't know what to expect, kind of excited way. I don't know, if you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, then just skip this part of the video. Oh. This is not gonna work.
At La Quiapa, it's mostly a rocky coast, but they have 2 very large sandy beaches. And this is, I don't know what this is.